In this lesson, we are going to learn a brand new property of logarithms called the change of base property. And it allows us to change the base of a logarithm so that we can either calculate it by hand or use a calculator. All right, so let's take a look at the change of base logarithm. First off, if you have a log of base b and you're taking that log base b of m, and you don't like that base because you can't use it on your calculator or you can't calculate the actual value, you can use the change of base by saying log of your new base of m divided by log of your new base of your old base. So take a look. A is going to be your new base that you choose. M comes from here, and this B is your old base. So it's log of your new base of M divided by log base A of your old base. So let's go ahead and put it into practice. And let's try this one. So the first thing I notice about this logarithm is that 81 and 27 are both powers of 3. So I'm going to change my logarithm to a base 3. And the way that I do that is I write log. It's going to be log over log. So I'm just going to write that for right now. Log divided by log. My new base, since they're both powers of 3, I'm going to write log base 3 for both of them. And the top number comes from here. So it's going to be this number right here, 27. The bottom number B comes from my old base, so it's going to be this number 81. And let's talk about this guy. What power do I raise 3 to get 27? I raise it to the third power. What power do I raise 3 to get 81? I raise it to the fourth power. So my answer is 3/4. Okay, but what happens now for our second example when we take a look at the number 5 and 36? They don't share a common power. I can't use a common power to evaluate them. So let's see how we can use our calculator. Our calculator has 2 logarithms on it. It has the common log, base 10, and it also has what's called the natural log, which we haven't gotten to yet. So let's go ahead and use the common log. Let's change this logarithm to the common log. So to change this to the common log, I would use log over log. And remember, for the common log, I don't need to write my subscript because it's just 10. If it's missing, my base is 10. So I'm going to take log of this number, 36, and divide it by log of my old base, which is 5. And if we plug that into a calculator, let's see, we're going to get 2.23 if we plug that into a calculator. And remember, on your calculator, when you press your log button, you're going to enter your number. Make sure there's parentheses around it. And then you're going to hit the divide button and make sure there's parentheses around here when you enter logarithms into your calculator. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this example. So the first question I'm going to ask is 8 and 32. Do they share, are they powers of the same number? And they are. They're both powers of 2. So let's go ahead and rewrite this as a logarithm with a base 2. So it's going to be log base 2 over log base 2. And the top number is my 32. The bottom number is my old base. And let's see. 2 raised to what power is 32? It's the power of 5. 2 raised to what power is 8 is 3. So here's my answer for this one. So I didn't even need a calculator for that one. Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. I'm taking a look at 4 and 18, and I can't think of any number that they share the same powers. You know, 4 is a power of 2, but 18 isn't a power of anything. So let's go ahead and use our calculator again. And I'm just going to go ahead and convert it. I'm not going to plug the number in. You guys can plug the number in. But I'm going to convert it to a base 10, my common log, so that I can plug it in a calculator if I want to and figure out what it equals. So the common log base 10 of 18 over the common log of my old base, which is 4. And remember, when you plug it in your calculator, put parentheses around here so you don't make a mistake. So go ahead, take a second, plug this in your calculator, and then we're done with this video. And by the way, the only note that you need to take is this change of base. You should have these other three properties in your notes already.